Okay, the group is full, so the free offer is closed for the Money Frequency Reset mini course. So thank you for those who joined. Can't wait to meet you. We'll start next week. If you are interested in getting a recording of this course, it's going to be a low-cost product. It's not that it's low in value. It's in fact very high in value. So I speak often about value and valuing yourself. And one way that I did it is to value myself as a coach and value others. And sometimes it is in the form of money, not all the time. Meaning valuing the presence of others, valuing my own presence. In many ways, not only with money, but money is a tool for that. That's the way I see it. And when your nervous system adjusts to higher number, it's become your new normal. It's not really something that is, wow, a big deal. It's just your new normal. So this course will be sold at a low price entry, not because it has no value, it has a lot of value. I think it's a very good starting point for anyone who wish to live as their true self. And I'll share more about that in a few minutes. And they have less access to money energy. If you have less access to money energy, the way I perceive it is that you're not valuing yourself enough. Your energy is low. And you believe yourself to be someone you're not. Because it doesn't matter your starting point. The person you think you are doesn't exist. It is a script that you have been playing for so long that you now run it on autopilot. It's encrypted in the background in your subconscious, and your subconscious is ruling your life. So as long as it stays in the unconscious, it's just a game of replaying the same thing. It's a constant replay unless you learn. Learning means being willing to be self-honest, absolutely self-honest, willing, humble, self-honest, authentic. Being authentic. Stop lying to yourself. Give me a sec, I am going to pick up here. Okay, this implies being able to feel all your emotion, because trying to be happy will not do it. Trying to be happy is a mechanism of avoidance. So stop trying to uplift yourself. Stop trying. That's it. Stop trying, because when you try, you embody the identity of someone who's trying. You're trying to awake, you embody the identity of the trying. So one way you can see this is that you are now unconsciously pretending to be someone you're not. The small me that you perceive yourself to be is a pretense. So drop the pretense. But on the way of dropping the pretense, you will be called to feel all your feeling. Because when you step out of mass consciousness, of the collective, in my direct experience, I cannot speak of anything else, there is a process of letting go of wanting to be loved and approved. Your self-respect for yourself will call you to do things that you never dared to do before. Because when you function from ego consciousness, you want to please others, you want to make them feel good, to be safe. You want others to value you because the ego self can only look outside of itself to find its value. So you live inverted. So everything is a proof of you doing the right thing. And the proof cannot be found because everyone is ever changing. There is no stability in the ever changing. You will never find someone that will tell you all the time that you are right, that you are nice, that you are lovable, that you are doing the right thing. Because you start with the premise of doubt. If you start with the premise of doubt, you're looking outside of yourself for proof and you'll never find them. So it's a decision to accept. Doubt is not part of the equation. I am done with doubt. It's a firm decision of assertiveness. And your action will be quite different. And if you are feeling alone, sad, frustrated, you have to lose the mechanism of trying to find comfort outside of yourself, in other people, food, binging, alcohol. I'm not saying that it's wrong to drink alcohol. I mean, you can drink what you want. I do. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But I mean, the mechanism of numbing and trying to find comfort by complaining, self-pity, you gotta let go of that. And this implies you gotta be okay feeling your feeling. So your manifestation of abundance has nothing to do with being high vibe. Although I speak often about high vibe here, it has nothing to do with that. It is linked with your self-respect, your capacity to be yourself without fear, to allow everyone to be themselves in whichever way they want to be, without you compromising your truth. So if it doesn't feel true to listen to someone anymore, you can say, look, I'm done. Stand up and leave. If you don't want to work with someone anymore, it's okay to say no. You don't have to self-sacrifice, because life supports life. If you take a step towards your dream take a step towards you. And it's a constant course correction because you never know. There is no end. There is no, I'm here, I found it, I'm done. There is no end to following your heart. It changes. What was true yesterday for you is not true anymore. It's a flow. It's not a fixity. It's not a rigidity. It's not like I've arrived. The point of arrival, you stop living in the destination, in the search of a destination. There is no destination. Okay, here's a nugget here. One of the nuggets is, people are often telling me, but how do I know what I want? I don't know what I want. Okay, it's most probably like there's 3 ingredients. That's a golden nuggets, golden thread. I've learned that recently and it really resonates with me. It's something you used to do when you were young. Oops. Something that felt effortless for you when you were young. I don't know, maybe it's cycling or singing or comedy, playing the comedy, or teaching, or being with people. Like my natural state as a young child was I was sitting with people. We would travel by train, and I would go from one place to the next to sit with adults. I was like a young child, 4 years old. And I loved being with people. I was curious about them. And I had fun with them. That's my natural tendency. It was lost at some point in my life because I started to believe things that were not true about myself. I started to lose the innocence of the child. This innocence of the pristine being that we are. Without any concept, without any consciousness of right and wrong. Before we bite the apple of knowledge. But that's my natural tendency. And then, the second piece of this is, it's something you overcame in your life. If there is one thing that you overcame in your life, or you are overcoming, because it's never like completely done, but you are overcoming something. You've overcome something in big ways. And you know you can help others with that. And if there's one thing you would change in the world, what would that be? So that's the third part. So that will feel natural for you, and this will feel, this is me, this is me. So me, for myself, I love sitting with people, but I also was a child that loved being by herself. And I have both now. I'm working from home, I'm alone often, I enjoy my aloneness, and I meet intimately with people, one-on-one or group. It's very nourishing for me. But I don't attach my happiness to that, because then it becomes a hindrance. It becomes a need, a wanting, and there's nothing that can make you more of who you are. So anyway, that's another teaching. And the aspect of change is the belief in lack. My mission in lack and unworthiness. I want to break, because everyone, to a certain extent, has a limiting belief around lack and unworthiness. And I am breaking this for myself first. And the mission is to help others in that too. And that feels really inspiring. That makes my heart sing. And this is why I'm doing this. So that's the way to find out what you want. And what you want will have you walk you through your fear. But once you walk through them, they become very normal. It's like, if you're scared of jumping in the water, once you are in the water, it's all good. It might look cold, it might look scary or deep. And once you jump in, you're happy and it's fun and it's easy. So you'll be called to jump in the water with courage, with trust. And you find on your way what you need at the moment you need it, like you are finding this video right now. It's a magic unfolding. So you find what you need, I find what I need. That's how it works. Once you understand that, you start to align with the flow of what is appearing, and your intuition is guiding you to find this video. Okay, that's gonna be enough for today. And stay tuned. Something is being organized in the background so that I can have a clear offer. Like, there's a lot of material that is being organized and structured. And the offer will be aligned with being the star of your life movie, because your life is a movie that you are playing in consciousness. You are playing all the character in consciousness. And in that course, there will be practical way to shift, to rehearse a new script. The script of I can do what I want, I am loved and supported, I believe in myself, everything happens for me, it's okay to experience new things, lack doesn't exist, I'm always replenished, I can walk the talk, I can rise in consciousness, I can be a beacon of light without depleting myself, I can be highly valued for what I love doing. That's the new script that you want to play. But I've played it so consistently that it is true for me now most of the time. I'm not saying it's always this way, but most of the time, on average, my subconscious has been reprogrammed. And I continue to be aware of when my energy dip and why, and what is the belief that is adopted when my energy dip. And I continue to see myself as my true self. My true self is like, we're not becoming someone else when we say, I'm lovable. This is the truth. When we say I'm not lovable, that's the pretense. In truth, there are no failure. You've never failed. You've only learned lesson. It's a different mindset, a different perspective. There are no failures. You're not failing. You're expanding. All right. Okay. Enjoy your day. Bye.